Hello, I'm Ben Shader with Bash TSA, and in this video we're going to go over how to change the font and how to change the font size and different ways that you can find that font size. So let's get started. All web browsers aren't created the same. They don't always display the same font if you don't define it. But defining a font is real easy. So we have our basic web page that we built last time open. So all you have to do is go over to your CSS file and select what you want. So I'm going to select the header element. To do that, just type in the name of the object you want. In this case, it's a header 1, so we type h1. Open it up, and you type font-family, the colon at the end. And then you can select your the font you want. So in this case, let's do Errata. A-R-I. Save that. Come back over here, and the font changed. Okay, it's that easy. If you want to do it for the paragraph, it works the same way. Although in the next video, we'll show you how to change it for only one paragraph and not the entire web page. You can also define the font in the body. That way you don't have to change it everywhere else, which is very time consuming. Okay, so sometimes you don't always want the fonts that are built into your computer system or ones that are available on others. So what you can do is you can go out and search the internet to see which font you want. Particularly good place to get fonts is Google Fonts. There's also other places, but they make it real easy. So all you have to do is select your font, which I already did, and you select which type of font you want. So if you want the ultra bold, or if you're okay with the normal. And then it shows you the impact on how long it'll take your page to load. You shouldn't use too many fonts or it'll slow down the page. Then they also show you the code that you need to embed the font in your page. Be careful because for each font you add extra loading time to your web page. And keeping your loading time as short as possible is always the good thing. And then it also shows you how you add your font to your web page. You also notice that we called it font family, not just font. With font family, you can define several different fonts and have backup fonts. So maybe you have a font you really like, but it's not available on all computers. So what you do in that case is you say the font you want, and then you add extra fonts that are okay, but not your favorite, that'll be available on all computers. Chances are if you add 3 or 4, there will be one that'll work on just about every computer. Defining font size is also a very important thing. And you do it just the way it sounds, just by typing font-size with a colon, and then defining. Let's make it 72 point. You should always make sure to have the point at the end, or whatever else you're defining in, because there's several different ways. So if we save that, come back over here, you can see it changed the header to 72 points. There's also several different ways that you can define how far apart your text is and how tall the line is in it, but that's a little bit over the scope of this tutorial. In the future, we'll go over good websites to look at that'll explain all the extra stuff. Okay, there's other ways for us to define the font size. For example, you can define it in inches, centimeters, maybe even meters, and ems. Ems is interesting because it's actually the size of one capital M. So that's good for if you're defining the height of a box or something, but not good for defining your text size just to start out. That's it for this time. Join us next time to learn how to select each individual element on a web page and how to position different things on a web page. I'll see you then.